Hey, so these are kind of hard for me to make. It gets quite loud during the day. Most of the time, the neighbors won't shut up. They're like, "Hi, I love you. Bye. See you later." And they say the same thing. They joke around the same thing. They laugh at the same thing that I don't laugh at, and it cuts into my creativity quite a lot. Or if there's even a chance for me to be creative. And difficult being lonely at 30, as with everyone. I think I saw one of those videos where, you know, being lonely at 30 with one of those emoji kind of things, or emoji kind of animated kind of skit thingy. But I've been holding it in there and being as resilient as I am and pushing through and being mindful compared to you know who in Unit 1 over there. So, yeah. But I've had to hear it for the last year and a half of just nonsense, and they don't respect her. I don't think they process who lives beside them, near them. So I meant quiet time. It's been difficult because for a long time they would go into the day, in the afternoon, and into the night, and now they shut up at 9 o'clock. How you're supposed to in an apartment? I just can't believe it. And as I say, a lot of things go in my head and feel like they're slowly processing. Um, this crazy thing happened March March 1st, and I don't know. I just sent off this reply to Derek Wimbley, the singer of Sum 41. I just replied to his story and I said, "Hey man, you're one of my favorite singers, and still trying to read your book that I've been taking out of the library since last June." And then I woke up and said, thank thank you so much, thanks so much. So I've tried not to overwhelm him too much. I even said so, and he finds it kind of well admirable, maybe. Um, what I've been doing. He thumbed up my. For a while, he was just doing hearts, and yeah, I mean, I don't expect anything. And he said that he he thinks it's great that I think of him as a role model, all this stuff, but uh, he's not there to build a personal relationship or anything, but it's more to inspire. And I get that, and I said I understand all that stuff, but I said it's basically a win because he's liked my vocal cover of Dopamine, and I've shared him everything with Tanner, this guy that I'm trying to write a song for, kind of about me and him, or more so, yeah. And some of it's me taking shots at him, like asking him sort of these kind of questions. Actually, one of the lines I wrote, which could be a potential verse, I have more well into a song, like probably maybe a book or something. I don't know. I don't think a book, but I feel I owe it to Tanner to do a song for him, and he really liked music, and I shared everything. I sent some pictures of Tanner over the Derek, and I'm just like, it's bizarre, weird. And what Instagram does sometimes is they put you in sort of like a timeout, or you're not able to message for 3 days, and find out why, and you're still trying to find out why. um, I was saying to them like all this has happened to me in real time, and it's just kind of crazy that he acknowledges me in some kind of way. But yeah, I never got to see Sum 41 perform in Victoria. Potentially going to see 3 Days Grace a third time while I'm having to do nasal sprays twice a day. I don't know if it's helping too much and going through some other health kind of things that are that I, some things that have every reason to be concerned about, or that I have to just sort of get on top of the whole thing of just, you know, getting myself into a more healthier state. But it's really hard when you're so stressed like me. Like the stress continues, and the environment, atmosphere doesn't doesn't do it for you. And the stress that is just for one person. I find it pretty crazy that I'm still here when I gave notice last May, and that I'm still trying to get onto a bigger city that can cater to what I'm after and the kind of people that I need to be around and surrounding me in my life. But it's not here. I know it's not here. And I'm going to be hearing the continuation of the people coming up the stairs and knocking on everyone's doors and saying, I love you, bye, see you later. And it's just the auto rotation of that. So it's a sad video game. It's a cemetery town, you know. Um, it gets really difficult. It gets really heady. It gets really, man. And when I'm in bed alone, man, all the things I'm trying to work on, maybe it's like a put down from your father or your mother. It's inside your head, and you're hearing some sort of criticism. Or you take a multivitamin gummy or not a multivitamin gummy. You take a melatonin pill or a sedative of some kind. I used to take Sleepies years ago. And try to push through the tiredness. But these kind of telling you, opening up all these things. I mean, I would do them, but now I'm just more in a thing where I'm just like, I'm just gonna do my music and absorb celebrities who I'm probably never ever gonna meet, and just listen to what they have to say and be like, oh, I feel like I'm in the same room with them, or they get it. While this shitty small town, my hometown, just doesn't get it, that hasn't changed, whatever, and you're seeing all the same things, same things that go around with it. You hear the yup yup man Tom go like yup 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 yup. So the stocks are down, Ron. The stocks are down. Oh, I want some chicken soup. Oh, yep 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 yep. And there's just so many people. I know the routine. I know how they go about things weekly, daily, and I notice that I do, have to do the same sort of routine. I try not to say the same thing or whatever, and I notice all these little things. So I just kind of want to break away from it. I need change. So I'm either gonna try and go away for a little bit, or I have an interest in upgrading my acoustic guitar, because my acoustic guitar that I've had for the last 3 years just about been holding me back for a little bit, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to write a song on that guitar, or maybe in this apartment, in this unit. You know, you hear everything. You hear everything in here, and then you say that to the people, and they're like, they don't even know. They don't say that, but there's like, oh yeah, we'll try, but it's just stupidity for the most part. But I have so many issues with it, and it just adds to the PTSD when you're hearing fake forced laughter, or you're hearing, the constant regurgitated thing, and you're hearing someone go down the stairs, stomp, 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 stomp. Like, oh, okay, I love you, I'll see you in a little while. But little things like that get to me. I have a sensitivity to sounds and stuff, but when you know what you're doing, and you're, noise pollution. So, yeah, I end up streaming a lot because I got nothing to do, and nothing to anything with, do anything with. And it's just out of boredom. But my interest in doing anything video games, it's slowly declining. Though I'll always be, a gamer. Maybe there'll come to a point where I won't, play video games really. But yeah, I just kind of get irritated. I'm just sort of this weird stage of Groundhog Day-ish kind of thing, and irritated kind of part of my life. Well, the living situation does not help, and yeah, but I just can't believe that there's some things that I came up with on my electric guitar and my acoustic guitar that I have almost come up to a year that I came up with, and I'm still trying to figure out what they're gonna be, and puzzle piece all this kind of things together. And yeah, not trying to write 3 songs all at once, but Tanner's song I'm trying to write that one for the most part. That's like the only one I'm trying to do at the moment. But in midst of the interference and all that stuff, little things get to me. And when there's no means to an end, when you're hearing people up like 9 days a week, like you hear it on weekdays and weekends, oh yeah, it's like, fuck this place. And I've just said, I fucking hate it here. Sometimes I open the door, and then I shut the door and I lock it. I'm like, I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. And I do not want to see myself here in this unit in June still. Yeah. So, regardless if I go and see 3 Days Grace a third time, yeah, I'm going away for a break in the big city. It's like a one purchase exchange for just a little bit of a breathing room, but then you come back to the shithole right here. That's keeping me from doing anything fully creative, and holding me back from actually having a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something else entirely exciting. The acoustic guitar might be something that I choose to get next week, because I think that would be beneficial in a lot of ways. But so would the trip to get the fuck out of here for a bit. And yeah, I try to put myself out there with job interviews, and then it's the same thing. They just kind of pull me out, like maybe 7 or 8 months in between job interviews just to deny me and shake my hand and be like, "Oh, are you good at this?" And we want people to smile, and this is what we're known for, and the smiling. It's like, well, can you pay extra for that? And I'm not going to be smiling at people. That's a basically humiliation ritual is what you're doing when you're doing trying to apply for jobs in a town that doesn't cater to who you are as a person. And if the town sucks, the town sucks. Like it was a conservative hick town, and you know, retirement kind of place there. People don't give two shits. I remember I would read Urban Dictionary of my hometown and be like, "Oh my god, that is so funny because that's how I feel." But there's not a lot about it, but it's so on point. And yeah, there's just been things that have been really ticking me off, and uh, people shouldn't be surprised if you know the resistance breaks off, and I just well, I've been more stoic. I've been more, having to endure whatever it is, and spend an eventful day doing my laundry or going to a food bank. A lot of people go to food banks now for various reasons because everything's so fucking expensive. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say than that. But these are very hard for me to do. Go out and sit down. And yeah, I have so much uh, storage to free up on my other phone. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that I got a message from one of my favorite singers, and um, he said to me with the whole Tanner thing that he feels really sorry that I had to go through that, and he said what's something that works with him is because I tried to ask him advice on how to write a song because it's been so long, like 10 years. I'm not asking him to write with me or anything like that, but his advice was that usually things that replay with someone that you meant to you so much um, kind of stays with you, and the way for it to kind of heal the process of healing or whatever he thinks is to find something to cherish them and honor them. And he doesn't know if he can be the right one for me for that. And even the whole professionals or whatever, they don't really get it. And I don't get anything out of anything with the people that are meant to try and then they fall short. Maybe they can be negligent, or maybe there can be someone that just doesn't get it, and then you just like, you know, unloaded, whatever. But what is it really doing for you? And yeah, so I just think it was really crazy um, that I got, it says like a message that was read by Derek Wimbley on Instagram. I think it was so crazy. I posted I posted one thing of the early start of it. I was just like, whoa. So yeah, and the whole being on the whole smartphone and stuff, it's really taken back, held us back a little bit because no one really wants to do anything with me, and um, I'm not this bad person, but I have this bad luck or whatever. Like all the weekends, I'm alone. Another month alone, another week alone, and then I pick up on all the sameness of everything around me, but no one else knows that they're doing the same thing. They say the same thing, they do the same sort of motives, or they have the same motives, and they have the same sort of reactive kind of thing. And I just hate where we're at. Like we gotta have some sort of different thing to differentiate or whatever, because you're just waking up with the same giggly island over there, you know. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. That's just what's happening with me, and I'm hoping something can happen with the whole creativeness. And now it's spring now, and there's going to be uh, pollen pollutants and allergies starting. That's pretty bad for me because I have really bad hay fever in the spring and summer. Um, but I've been going through this for some time, you know, on and off years or whatever, and haven't. I'm sick of it. I want to feel okay, and you know, I've gone through quite a bit. I'm still going through so much, and it's just hard when you're so numb, right? Yeah, I have a lot. I have, well, not a lot, but I have some things that are, you know, as far as covers and trying to do Tanner proud with doing that song for him. And I know there's something, but it's just trying to goulash everything together and puzzle piece everything together. Um, and kind of be innovative, but sometimes the inspiration and creativeness can just fall away from you. But I do what I can. Anyways, if you've listened to all of this, thank you. And yeah, maybe I'll try and work on another one of these things. It's just so hard, you know. Feeling like just more of a machine, like oh, do a cover, and sometimes those covers are hard for me to do, to put out, because nothing feels right most of the time. I'm just doing things just cause. But anyways, thanks for watching, listening, and I'll see you next time.